Lesson 5-7, product to sum formulas. Product to sum formulas are identities to take you from a product of two functions to an sum or difference of two functions. So here we have sine u times sine of v, and you can see what it equals. We have cosine u, cosine v, sine u, cosine v, and cosine u, sine v. For both of these, we're going to assume u is greater than v. That way we always get positive results for the differences. So we'll assume u is greater than v. So let's rewrite sine of 5 theta cosine of 3 theta as a sum or difference. Well, it's sine cosine, so sine u cosine v is 1/2 sine u plus v plus sine of u minus v. So u would be the 5 theta, v would be 3 theta. So this is going to equal 1/2 sine of 5 theta plus 3 theta plus sine of 5 theta minus 3 theta. So 1/2 sine of 8 theta plus sine of 2 theta. And that will be the answer. We also have sum to product, so from adding to multiplying. So you have sine plus sine, sine minus sine, cosine plus cosine, and cosine minus cosine. So let's find the exact value of sine 195 plus sine of 105. Neither 195 and 105 are on the unit circle, so let's try doing these as a sum to product. So if I call this u and v, we have sine plus sine. Sine of u plus sine of v equals 2 sine of u plus v over 2 cosine u minus v over 2. This would be 195 plus 105 over 2. 195 minus 105 over 2. Well, 195 plus 105 is 300 divided by 2 is 150. 195 minus 105 would be 90 divided by 2 is 45. So 150 is there. So sine is the y value, so that would be 1/2. 45 is there. Cosine is the x value, so that's square root of 2 over 2. So it looks like our answer is square root of 2 over 2 after we multiply everything together. Let's try another one. This time we're going to solve. All right, so to solve, it's useful to have a single trig function or factors, so things that are multiplied together. So since these are subtracted, let's use a sum to product formula to make them multiply together. So this is sine minus sine, so that formula was sine u minus sine v equals 2 cosine u plus v over 2 sine u minus v over 2, where this is u and v. So this would become 2 times cosine of 4x plus 2x over 2 sine of 4x minus 2x over 2, which simplifies to 6x over 2, which is 3x. And that would be 2x over 2, which is just x. So now I can take each of those equal to 0. The 2 isn't going to tell me anything, so I'm just going to leave it there. So, for cosine, where does cosine equal 0? Cosine is x, so I want x to be 0, so it's up there and down there. So it appears like it is. Our angle, 3x, is pi over 2, and 3 pi over 2. Oh, but it's a 3x. I have to go around another time, so that would also be 5 pi over 2 and 7 pi over 2. That's the second time around. And then 9 pi over 2 and 11 pi over 2 would be the third time around. And then if we divide everything by 3, that'd be 11 over 6. 3 pi over 2, because, nope, sorry, 9 pi. Oh my, sorry about that. I'm dividing by 3. So if I'm dividing by 3, it become, well, let's just go with this. 3 pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, 7 pi over 6, 9 pi over 6, 11 pi over 6. Some of those reduce, though. So it'd be 11 pi over 6. That would become pi over 2. 5 pi over 6. 7 pi over 6. That become 3 pi over 2. 11 pi over 6. For sine to equal 0, sine is the y, so that's going to happen at 0 and pi. And since it's just x, we only have to go on once. So all our answers together are 0, pi over 6, pi over 2, 5 pi over 6, pi, 7 pi over 6, 3 pi over 2, and 11 pi over 6. Lots and lots of choices. One more. Let's verify the identity. Well, if I start with the left-hand side, we have sine plus sine, so that was sine of u plus sine of v was 2 sine of u plus v over 2 cosine of u minus v over 2. So that's the top. So that's what we're going to fill in for the top. Be 2 sine of 6x plus 4x over 2 cosine of 6x minus 4x over 2. The bottom is cosine plus cosine, which is 2 cosine of u plus v over 2 cosine of u minus v over 2. Alright, so it'll be cosine 6x plus 4x over 2 cosine of 6x minus 4x over 2. Simplifying it becomes, it'll be 10x over 2, which is 5x. It'll be 2x over 2, which is just x. And it would be cosine of 10x over 2 and cosine of 2x over 2. The 2 is canceled, the cosine x is canceled, and I have sine divided by cosine. Well, sine divided by cosine is tangent. And that's all there is. Have a good day. And that's the end of the chapter.